I'm Peter, and you are watching Daily Driver. In this episode, we will feature the 2021 Hyundai i20N. It is a subcompact hot hatchback for the European market that offers simple and economical pleasure. It is easy to overlook the benefits of simplicity as sports cars get increasingly heavier and complicated, yet they are more competent than ever. Indeed, today's pool of performance-enhancing technology is vast and sometimes muddled, ranging from torque vectoring differentials to active anti-roll systems and active aerodynamics. That makes the 2021 Hyundai i20N a welcome departure from the standard, since it lacks those intelligent gadgets yet does not suffer as a result of their absence. Despite the fact that Hyundai offers the 5-door i20 subcompact hot hatch in a number of countries, the performance-oriented N variant is only available in Europe, which appears to be one of the last worldwide markets for tiny, uncomplicated hatchbacks. It is smaller than the Volkswagen GTI, Honda Civic and Ford Fiesta EST, which are currently solely available in international countries. In the United States, the i20's closest cousins are the pedestrian Kia Rio hatchback and the Hyundai Accent sedan, but the two-door Mini Cooper ES may be regarded as the N model's closest counterpart. The Hyundai i20N is a product of Hyundai N Performance Division, which also produces N variants of the Veloster, Kona, and Elantra. The i20N, being a junior model, forgoes the bigger car's enhanced 2-liter 4-cylinder engine in favor of the smaller turbocharged 1.6-liter inline-4 with 201 horsepower. The only transmission option is a 6-speed manual. The front wheels receive the engine's 203 pound-feet of torque via a limited slip differential, while the rear axle is a torsion beam. The i20, like its more powerful siblings, offers an aggressive end driving mode that activates an animated firing around the tachometer in the 10.3-inch digital gauge cluster. In practice, this just stiffens the steering effort, sharpens the throttle response, and allows the active exhaust system to uncork. The outward styling of the i20N is more futuristic than the vehicle's driving experience. With squared-off bumpers, wider front air intakes, and an optional black painted roof with matching window surrounds, the regular model's geometric lines look even sharper. The N variant even receives a teeny-tiny rear spoiler, allegedly inspired by Hyundai i20 Rally Race's much wider wing. The interior is roomy in the front, cramped in the back, and feels strong and well finished, but with the same excess of dark plastics as its larger siblings. In addition to the normal navigation and entertainment functions, a large 10.3-inch touchscreen sits in the middle of the dashboard and includes a data reporting function. The steering wheel has 2 conspicuous M buttons, one for the 3 conventional drive modes, Eco, Normal and Sport, and the other for selecting between the full tilt N mode and a driver configurable custom option. Just like the Veloster N, there's also a red button that activates the transmission's automatic rev matching feature. The i20N comes standard with supportive sport seats, and the absence of frills is emphasized by the mechanical parking brake lever, which replaces the electronic toggle. Despite its several driving modes, the dynamic formula of the i20N is straightforward and unadorned. This is a classic hot hatch, with performance and charm taking precedence over elegance and smoothness. The engine's forced induction origin is evident in its initial weakness at low RPM while the turbo spools up, as well as its violent induction growl when boost comes. Once the turbo is engaged, the engine pulls energetically, and while our sample felt a little tight as it approached the red line at 6,500 RPM, the vehicle appears faster and more thrilling than its modest power output suggests. This i20N weighs 2,650 pounds and should reach 60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds. Front-wheel drive vehicles with more power have a harder time keeping their grip on the road, but the i20N has plenty of it. When accelerating, there's absolutely no torque corruption in the steering, even on uneven ground. The suspension seems harsh at low speeds, but faster progress and higher chassis loads demonstrate that the dampers can keep order during difficult directional shifts on turbulent roads. However, cruising refinement is limited, with audible tire roar joining the engine's drone at highway speeds. The i20N lovable playfulness, a family characteristic we came to adore over 40,000 miles in the bigger Veloster, is more significant. Its chassis handling limits are lower than those of many spurrier hatchbacks, yet this little vehicle always feels eager to give it all. The 18-inch Pirelli P0 summer tires provide plenty of traction while being well balanced. We wouldn't call it as tail-happy through bends as the current Fiesta ST, but it does feel thrilling at highway speeds. You don't have to be traveling quickly on the i20N to have a good time. The 6-speed manual shifts smoothly and precisely, but lacks the crisp mechanical feel of the greatest stick changes. And the rev matching feature works well, even if deactivating it and trying to match its throttle blipping precision yourself is more satisfying. Even with the electrically assisted rack in its softest setting, the steering wheel weighting is substantial. The more aggressive Sport and Sport Plus settings increase resistance while reducing feel. Unfortunately, entertaining, economical vehicles like the Hyundai i20, which begins at around £28,850 in the United Kingdom before the hefty 20% tax, are on borrowed time. Stricter emissions rules are making them more costly to buy and own, and the number of manufacturers still producing them is shrinking. Future generations near certain electrification will very certainly taint the genre beyond recognition, adding weight and complexity. However, until then, the i20N seems like it's in a nice spot. Hyundai's tiniest hot hatch is a pleasant reminder that some of the most alluring performance vehicles are characterized as much by what they lack as what they have, as the automotive industry continues to evolve at a dizzying speed.